this is Amanda from the Fundamental Home, and today is Friday, and that means it's Fundamentally Frugal Friday, and I am here with today's Fundamentally Frugal tip. Today's tip is, don't get sick. I'm just kidding. Everybody gets sick from time to time. In fact, I'm a little late putting this video up because Brian, my oldest son, actually had his face swell up because he had his wisdom teeth were impacted and infected. So he had to get some antibiotic for that, and then they're going to pull his wisdom teeth next week, so be praying for Brian. But seriously, my tip is actually related to that. We have medical insurance, but we don't have dental coverage. And so we had to call around different dentist office to get prices for the wisdom teeth. And my tip is to definitely call around to doctor's offices, not just dental offices. This is something that actually worked with the doctor's office as well. We actually live near a state border, and we had to go into another state. But in this state that we live in, extractions are about $200 per tooth. In the next state over, they were about $75 per tooth. So we ended up going to a great dentist office that was recommended by a friend in the other state, still not very far away. You're talking about 30-minute drive, maybe 40 minutes tops. And we had a really great experience. The people were very pleasant. I was super pleased with it. So don't be afraid to shop around when it comes to your medical, because you're going to, and that includes dental and vision and everything else, because you really need to shop around to get deals no matter what you're doing. And on a separate note, but I'm going to add it to this video because I think it's relevant, I had gotten, I'd been to the doctor's office a few months ago, and I'd gotten a bill for my doctor's office visit, and even with medical insurance, the bill for the visit was $157. The receptionist at the office told me that if I pay in advance and they don't have to use insurance, each doctor's visit, if you just go is $90, but if you pay in advance with cash, the doctor's visit is only $45, and that doesn't include tests. Now, if you have any tests, it's obviously extra. But she basically told me that if I wanted to pay in advance and not use my insurance, that we could save significantly on our medical costs. Now, we have a very high deductible on our medical insurance. It's like $5,000 a year, and my husband has been to the doctors, I can count on one hand, in the last 18 years. We don't go to the doctors really often. This past few years we've gone more often than usual, but so if you think that you might be going more frequently and you're going to use that deductible, of course you want to go through the insurance just to meet the deductible. But if you're like us and you're probably not going to go barring any kind of major kind of illness, like last year he had appendicitis, and that was a major expense, and so we did have a deductible for that. But barring any kind of situation like that, if your family doesn't go frequently, it might make sense for you to pay cash in advance for your medical expenses. So I wanted to throw that out there to you just to see that might help some of you to save a little bit on your medical expenses. Ask your doctor's office. Of course, your prices are probably not always going to be the same as ours. Different states have different costs, different countries have different costs, and of course, the discount might be different. At our local hospital, if you pay in advance for any procedures, I think the discount is like 30%. But still, asking ahead and trying to pay in advance, that is always helpful to get you to save. So anyway, those are my Fundamentally Frugal tips, more than one for this week. This week, for Frugal Family Food, I want to tell you about April at Southwind Technical Academy. She's got a really great Father's Day cookout, and I think she got a great bargain. And the great thing about April is all of her videos, she is Southwind Technical Academy. She's super talented in the things that she does with her videos, and you're going to see all the fun stuff that her and her children do. So I definitely think that you want to check out her channel. She's a homeschool mom. She's just all around a great person. I really like April. So go to her channel, check her out, subscribe, watch her video, let me know what you think about that. And if you have any other suggestions or tips to save on medical care, make sure you put that in the description box below, because I think everybody needs tips on that. So you guys have a really great Friday, have a great Father's Day weekend. I'll be back with more videos here soon. And don't forget to pray for Brian. Have a good night. Bye.